Okay, welcome back. I've got this UMAC PVR we're going to have a look at. It's got a standby light, but won't turn on. Won't turn on with the remote, won't turn on manually. So we'll just have a bit of a look, see what we can find. I've undone the screws off the back. And we'll have a bit of a look here, see what we can see, what's going on. I've got it plugged in, trying to power on, nothing. Because we've got a standby light, you've got your power supply, you've got your main board, you've got a light on here, so there must be power getting up to this connector here. So I'd say there's at least a 5-volt rail getting up to there, and there it is. So we get our 5-volt rail getting up to there, and the main power supply has a 12-volt rail coming in here because it says on the board. And we've got 12 volts there, so your power supply is okay. Now, what could possibly go wrong in this device? What could possibly go wrong? Well, there's not a lot that can go wrong because most of these components here, surface mount components, low load, low stress, low heat. Got RAM ICs here, got a Wi-Fi card there. Look, not a lot can go wrong. Yeah, so got a tuner there. Look, and out of all this unit here, I'm saying this device here, this GPU, CPU, it's not more, but it's more of a CPU controller unit, microprocessor. So we're going to have a look at reflowing this and see if we can get this to boot up, because their power supply is okay. The most obvious thing is going to be this. That's the thing, it's got a heatsink on it, it's under stress, it's a BGA chip. Well, a lot of BGA chips fail, they wear and tear, but the solder balls break down, okay? So we'll pull this off and have a look. So I've got that off, so what we're going to do, we're going to reflow it. So we'll pump some of this liquid flux, which is like water-like flux. I use water-like flux because when you push it through, it goes right under the chip, out, because it's thin, okay? You can use a hot air gun. Yeah, you can use, okay, now you can use just a normal hot air gun. I set up to about 430 degrees. Keep it a little bit away, keep circulating. You'll see the flux evaporate. It's probably about 4 inches away from the tip. Once the flux evaporated, I'll probably reflow now for approximately another 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds. Putting heaps of heat into here. Let it cool down. I'm going to put the heatsink on to aid in the cooling process. So I'll just let this cool down and then we'll be back shortly. Okay, welcome back. I've got the Humax PVR, personal video recorder. Customers asked me to look at it. I said I'll have a quick look as long as it's not a major job. I'll have a quick look. So I'll reflow the GPU, CPU. Well, it's a CPU. It's not actually GPU, it's the CPU. Refload that. Let's cool down. And now we're ready for the test. So we've got a standby light, starting. And we have power. All booted up, all working. Sorry, and we have power, all booted up, all working. So what I suggest we do with this one, I suggest we put a little fan on here, and we'll just tap into the power supply here, and we'll screw a fan onto the heatsink. That'll help keep that cool, and that'll stop that from recurring. So yeah, so that's about all. So very simple process. Not a major repair. Looks like a major repair, but not a major repair. Looks like a major fault, but very simple. As I said, the most common cause is in all these devices. Anything that's got a BGA chip with a heatsink on it is going to be under stress and prone to failure. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you later.